much better here. Let me know how the sound is. Sorry about that earlier. I know exactly what happened, but we should be good to go with the sound right now. What we're going to do, we're going to give people a few minutes to sign on. I had a little bit of technical difficulties with the other setup, so I got my other setup on right now. So we should be good to go. So we'll give people a few minutes. Let me wet my whistle here. All right. In today's live stream, Friday, yes, it is. Be excited. It's Friday. The weekend is finally here. So we're going to be talking crypto, Web3 news, fintech stuff, and whatever you want to talk about. Mark Savage chimes in, says, sounds great with the thumbs up. Thank you, Mark, for letting me know how the sound is. Sorry about that earlier. My son was gaming it a little bit, and I forgot that he had his sound set up on. And so we run different setups with our headsets and microphones and so forth. I forgot his was on, so I did not realize that I jacked up the sound by leaving his settings on, so I had to switch back to mine. But anyways, we've got Bitcoin sitting at 24,143, ETH 1665. XRP we're going to focus on a lot today on the show, 38.8. With XLM right now sitting at 8.8, down 0.62. Twitch Radio chimes in. Morning time, just here. What's up, Twitch, sir? How are you doing? Yes, you are just in time, Twitch Radio. We're also going to talk some gala action. That's right, we're seeing some big pops here with the gaming and metaverse-based cryptos out there. Bigger than the likes of the utility. In fact, we're seeing meme come out stronger than utility as well. And I wanted to say hello to everyone this Friday. You've made it to the weekend. We're going to have some fun with this live stream. This live stream is going to be for you. So if you've got questions, if you've got comments, things you want to talk about, things you want me to talk about, hit me up in the chats. And once we get a few more people up on the stream, what we're going to do is we're going to go through some news articles that I wanted to share with you. The latest and most breaking, that sounds horrible, right? The latest and breaking news for you happening in the crypto Web3 verse. All right, let me see. I've got everything set up. I've got about a 10-second delay on my end, so I should be good to go. Crypto Soldier chiming in, repping the members out there, says, yo, Klaus, good morning. Good morning to you, Crypto Soldier. Good to see you here in the hood this Friday. How's your Friday doing, by the way? Let me know up in the chats. Right now, though, we're seeing some interesting stuff with the market. Bitcoin hit 25,100 and change, right? Now down a whole 1,000 from that, sitting at 24. ETH 1665. XRP could not hold 40 cents. That's been frustrating to say the least. XLM not breaking that 9-cent barrier. Oh, frustrating as well. And what's happening right now, we've got more things. We've got a scam tracker, everyone. I've got a very interesting scam tracker to share with you, along with Free Willy, Shiba Inu, Ethereum, whales are buying the dip. You got SHIB also up big compared to utility out there. Like I said, we're going to talk a little bit of Gala action. Gala up 25% this week amid recovery, with more to come. We've got some Gala charting going on here. Huge move, all right? If we look at it from the beginning of the year, Gala 1.76 cents up now to 4.78 cents. That is a big, big move. That is a big move in a short amount of time. Liken that, to say like XRP and so forth. Nothing even close to that. Nothing even close to that rebound-wise. So it's kind of interesting. A lot of us on this channel or that follow this channel are big into utility, but we're seeing meme go big along with gaming and metaverse seeing a healthy rebound. Twitch chimes in. I don't know what's going on. All I know is I'm 2 cars down and I got a mess on my hands. Twitch is not enjoying his Friday, but I hope the rest you are, and I hope this stream is finding you entering this weekend. Coinbase. All right. Coinbase is another one I want to talk about too. Coinbase is going to be revealing their financials here February 21st, okay? Important there because we're going to see a whole bunch of stats in terms of revenue from trading. We're going to see how much their costs are, how much cash they're burning through. Also, right? Think about this, right? The onslaught on Coinbase, right? The people, because it was just downgraded recently. The onslaught on Coinbase has been low trading volume. And we've also seen that they've just been burning through cash, right? I mean, their expenses are just way too high. Well, you got another thing you got to worry about is the SEC is cracking down on Kraken. That's a good one. But the SEC is cracking down on staking, yield. So Coinbase has to watch out for that as well when it comes to their balance sheets. So when Coinbase comes out with their reports, we are going to be touching into that. XRP and ADA liquidity will go to new projects. We've got more crap out there from Lee Drogan saying there's still 20 billion and 14 billion of completely, utterly useless market cap tied up in XRP and ADA respectively. In the next cycle, that's going to flow to stuff that actually works and matters. The XRP hate is big out there, all right? So Lee chiming in negative on the XRP action. We got Danelle Dixon out there on Twitter voicing her opinion with the idea that stablecoins are securities. Remember, Paxos most recently taxed by the SEC. Yep, because of BUSD, a stablecoin being a security. And what she's saying here is, look, stablecoins are different. One-to-one fiat-backed stablecoins are not securities, and there's nothing that happens this week that changes that statement. There are players in the market that operate responsibly with consumers and regulators in mind. Secure one-to-one fiat-backed stablecoins are crucial to this industry. Oh, that's my point here. So now, if you've got the SEC and other regulators out there going after stablecoins, even if they're reaching, and not seeing a difference between the different types of stablecoins out there, you're going to have a problem with capital and cash flowing into the crypto market through the U.S. I mean, and remember, the U.S., all right, the U.S. is about 24% of the GDP. Coinbase backed by BlackRock, yes. But even though they're backed by BlackRock, that's a hard one to say. But even though they're backed by BlackRock, they're still bleeding out a ton. And so think, if you own a business and you've got a whole bunch of different fingers of this business, and of the 4 different fingers you got of your business, this one is just bleeding tons of cash, and these other 3 businesses are keeping it afloat, you start looking at like the feasibility, the true business model, and the full business model of this one going, yo, we might have to get rid of this. We might have to cut like some massive costs. We might have to take this business arm right here and merge it into one of our other ones out there. If Coinbase can't turn it around, and if Brian Armstrong can't make some big differences here, you're going to see some changes. You're for sure going to see some changes. BlackRock's got bags. But what's the point of having bags if you're bleeding them out with Coinbase stock, right? And Coinbase as a business. Think trading in the U.S. is way down. Volume is way down. So, I mean, with volume way down, more action from the SEC there. You know, you've got their holdings down as well. Custodial, too. I mean, now you've got the SEC going after custodial stuff. That directly affects Coinbase. There's going to be higher custodial asset requirements for digital assets. That's going to be another big one that's going to push a lot of players out of the space. So you're seeing the market overall green these last several weeks. Definite pullbacks from the highs. But the high we reached to Bitcoin at 25 just did not make much sense. That seemed like a definite pump action right there. A definite try to get it to go. Could not come anywhere near that 25,000 mark. And wanted to say happy Friday to all of you watching this live stream. Thank you, members. Thank you, channel supporters. I greatly appreciate it. I've got water here because I'm just chilling out. I still got to work out today. Probably going to do a lift and maybe some elliptical action. So just for me, it's water on this Friday. Crypto Soldier hits us up, says exchanges are going to get hit. Some won't survive, and it's true. And that's what we're going to check out with, all right? That's why we really want to look at Coinbase's stock. We really want to see what's happening with their cash burn. And we'll be able to do that February 21st, all right? But what about like all these gaming cryptos? Gala popping back 25% up this week. Look at this. I got a chart here. Thought this would be pretty interesting to show you. I got Gala in red, XRP in blue, Bitcoin in purple. Look at this. Bitcoin up in the last 3 months, 44%. Gala up 75%. XRP 1.87. So right now you've got massive, massive favoritism towards Bitcoin on the price side, along with Gala. Massive, massive amounts. Rough stuff. Rough stuff here. Like if you're an XRP XLM supporter, you're watching a lot of the other segments of the market right now making more money. Let's do this. Let's compare this here to SHIB. Give me a second here. And the reason I'm doing that is because it's a very popular one here in the crypto space in the United States. SHIB up 45%. So again, SHIB and Bitcoin right in the 40s. It's crazy. Crypto Soldier hits us up. Nice. I just started intermittent keto. I'm a big intermittent fasting person. I'm huge into that. In fact, I'm at 0 calories still. And right now we're at, what time is it? 10:48 this morning. I'm at 0 calories right now. And I'm a big, big intermittent fasting person. A lot of times I won't get my first meals in till anywhere from 1 to 4, 5 p.m. sometimes. So I do get a decent amount of calories though from like say 5 p.m. to 8 to like 10 p.m. But for me, the reason I intermittent fast, and sorry, I just saw that you said this, but for intermittent fast, the reason I do that is it's so much easier in my digestive system. If I just give my stomach a whole bunch of time just to clear through food, it's so much easier for me than starting right off the bat. Because sometimes in the morning, if I eat right off, I just don't want to do cardio. I don't want to do running, anything like that. That one guy you know chiming in, morning, Klaus, morning to that one guy you know. Look at that. Channel members rocking it in the house. Twitch says, I only eat one small meal a day at dinner time. Yeah, guys, chime in. Let me know. What are your meal things? And seriously, for those of you out there that dig this kind of stuff, okay? That dig like training, diet stuff, check out my other channel. I'm going to post so much more on that. Everything from like low calorie shakes that are really good, low calorie cheat foods. I'm also going to have ways you could save weight on your hikes. A lot of dietary stuff. I used to do a lot of dieting stuff. So yeah, I mean like OMAD stuff like that, different challenges. So seriously, check out my second channel. If you're into that kind of stuff, check out the channel. It's pinned up in the top up there in the chat. I saw fasting feeds the soul. Yeah, I'm a big faster, and I'm also really big into meditation. I am huge into meditation. That is kind of like one of my big things that I've been hitting up here lately is lots and lots of meditation. One of the things that's important with meditation, and it kind of goes into fasting, it's finding that clarity. And when you fast and you're able to get really good meditation, even if they're, say, like a 10-minute segment, right? Or if you're able to, you know, lucky enough to have the time to get like a 25, 30-minuter, and like you just feel so much more refreshed, so much more rejuvenated. And there's just something about like this emptiness, this stillness when you're fasting and meditating. It's really good for you. And I like doing it because it helps me do, it helps me keep my breathing regulated. So when I go running, when I go training, when I do all the mountain climbing and all that, like I'm up at high altitude. And so when I do all that, I have to really make sure that my breathing is nice and deep and calm. Like even now doing this stream, I could tell I was kind of like ramping up. You know what I mean? Like my talk, like I was talking a little bit faster. Like the meditation really allows me just to kind of breathe deeper and just kind of like enjoy the moment, enjoy like the fullness when I breathe in, and enjoy the exhale, enjoy like the stillness, the emptiness that I feel down here when I'm breathing out. So cool stuff, man. That one guy, you know, says was 358 pounds down to 287 as of yesterday. Huge round of applause to that one guy, you know, knocking down some big weight goals. Hey, that one guy, you know, seriously, like, check out the other channel. Like, seriously, check it out. For those of you guys that don't know, I used to be big into bodybuilding as well. Big into bodybuilding, wrestling, soccer, big into sports. I love that kind of stuff. But bodybuilding was my big one. And so I'm really big into all the dieting stuff, all the dieting tricks, the workout stuff like that. Seriously, guys, if you're into that stuff, hit up the second channel because we could talk about that stuff, oh man, until the cows come home. But yeah, let me know what you guys want to talk about. I mean, we will talk about anything. If you guys want to talk about fasting, OMAD, cheat meals, crypto, whatever you guys want, this stream is for you on this Friday. But seriously, let's all give that one guy you know a huge good job, thumbs up, because that's impressive. That is, and thank you for sharing with that too. That's really cool stuff, man. 358 down to 287 as of yesterday. That's pretty nasty. That's pretty nasty. Crypto Soldier chimes in, says, me too, trained Dexter Jackson posing routine on his first show. Holy crap. Dexter Jackson, holy shit, man. That is freaking cool. Very freaking cool. True Dukel says, bless this morning, brother. I'm digging the Dunder Mifflin hoodie. There you go. I actually lived in Scranton as a young child. Yeah, I did a video yesterday where Ripple, all right, Ripple is doing work with Cornell, and I threw a few jokes in there. For those of you that don't know, I got my Dunder Mifflin hoodie on. But I threw a few jokes in there with Cornell because Ripple's doing a partnership with Cornell, right? Trying to get new builders, the next generation of crypto Web3 fintech enthusiasts, on board with Ripple and so forth. But yeah, they did it at Cornell, home of the Nard dog, Andrew Bernard. So True Dukel, shout out to you for noticing the Dunder Mifflin hoodie. And for those of you that don't know this, the reason I often wear dark hoodies is it has to do with contrast on the green screen behind me. So when I green screen it here, and I'll show you real quick, I'll change up my lights. Give me a second here. So when I green screen it, there we go. You can see there's a lot more color behind me, right? When I do the blue, if I wear gray, my shoulders kind of blend in. And especially if I go to like green, or if I want to like really fire up the bright white, the hoodie, right? And let me not kill myself eyes-wise. But in the hoodie right here gives me a really good contrast to that. So that's how I always usually wear the darker hoodies, because it does really break it up so much nicer on cam. Yeah, definite shout out to that one guy, I think that's freaking cool as crap. But yeah, seriously, if you guys are into that fitness stuff, I have done all sorts of that kind of action, a lot of training stuff. Check out the second channel. It's pinned up at the top of the comments. You've got crypto right now. We could talk crypto. I don't mind. But seriously, right now, this stream is for you. Seriously, everyone, let me know in the chat what you want to see. And also, make sure you hit that like button. Help out the YouTube algorithms. But what do we got? We got a new scam tracker, everyone. Scam tracker. This is coming from the California Department of Financial Protection and Innovation. Pretty neat here. They go over all the scams that have been reported. Seriously, the majority of these are pig butchering scams, all right? Where they try to, swindle them out of their money. Yeah, pretty naughty stuff. So, yeah, check that one out. That is through the California Department of Financial and Protection and Innovation. What else do we got? We got Michael Saylor buying the dip. My God. This dude is going balls deep. So he's using his stock from MicroStrategies to now buy more Bitcoin for the MicroStrategy fund. Okay, just hear me out. I'm going to read this to you real quick, okay? In the latest filing with the US SEC, MicroStrategy revealed it gained $46 million from share sale in recent times. This gain in importance is due to the fact the company had more occasions to use funds from previous share sales for buying more Bitcoin. The company holds a unique distinction of being the largest institutional holder of Bitcoin. A September 2022 SEC filing by the company says it wants to sell $500 million in stocks to buy more Bitcoin. Here's what the MicroStrategy filing said. We have sold 218,575 shares of our common Class A stock, aggregate gross proceeds for approximately $46 million. Recently, they bought another $6 million in Bitcoin. Holy crap, man, that's nuts. So Michael Saylor going way deep, balls deep on the Bitcoin action right here. Hardcore. Selling MicroStrategy Class A common stock, 218,000 shares, doing that so he can buy Bitcoin. You got Shiba Inu, you got Ethereum action. Oh my gosh, yes. You're seeing SHIB move big. You're seeing Gala move big. That one guy says, did you see Binance was caught moving $400 million from Binance US bank accounts to Binance's main accounts? I did not see that, but I'm definitely going to have to check into that. Thank you for sharing that with me. Let me get a little water here. Look at that, Binance, all right, moving $400 million. Gala's big. Coinbase action, right? Coinbase stock for those of you that dabble in coin stock. All right, Coinbase stock can't hold it, but it's still up big from the beginning of the year. 35 December 30th to 64.29 right now. Yeah, in Binance US yeah, you're right on that one guy, That was always the one big statement was Binance US has nothing to do with its parent company. That they operate independently, that their funds are independent, and in fact, the control of funds are independent. Binance is very much like FTX. There is definite commingling with what's underneath their umbrella. That's the only way these guys are able to do it. They're just playing crypto hot potato with their cash, trying to pay off what bills they can with the lump sum that they got that they pass around between each other. That's just the story for Binance. Yeah, he is definitely making ARK investments look like a drop in the bucket for sure. Robert Ferretti says, you think we get price action from ISO implementation? I'm looking forward to that 2-digit XLM and 3-digit XRP pop. I don't know. I mean, you got to think. Here's the problem, all right? And let's do this. Let's put up XRP here real quick, and we'll talk XRP XLM, all right? Let's go on this. I'm going to clean this up here just a little bit. So I've got the price up for XRP for 1 year. All right. Here's the issue I have. For how long have we known that ISO is going to be a messaging standard? For a while, right? I mean, this isn't new news. Now, okay, the time that they were going to launch it, that is now something that's been delayed, right? That's been the news. But we've known about ISO with their messaging standard for a while. So now if that's the deal, then where would the price action come from, right? If we already know what's going to happen, it's just we're seeing them kick the can down the road time frame wise. Isn't that maybe already priced in? Because what's the news with any sort of ISO messaging implementation? We know about it. So I don't know. I'm not expecting anything big from the March ISO action. I'm expecting more in terms of news, more in terms of getting people involved and aware of ISO messaging in banking, but I don't know if you're going to really see a pop in cryptos because of it. True Ducal says, not emotionally speaking, I'm in love with Gala. That's right, you could be in love with Gala because Gala is up 74%, while XRP is only up 1.71% in the last 3 months. SHIB up 45% and Bitcoin up 42% at that same time period. Crypto Soldier says XRP and XLM will not move till used and liquidity moves through the ecosystems. It's very true. Crypto Soldier, I'm so with you on that. Let's do this, guys. Let's hang out. All right, if you guys don't mind. Let's I know it's Friday. It's raining outside. I've got my window shades down, but it's raining outside. So it's kind of dreary. XLM, right? You want XLM to start moving, you need transactions to keep ramping up. And you've seen over the last couple months, yeah, we had a peak in September, October with transactions. November, December was a little less. January and February, yeah, we still got time, don't get me wrong, but definitely a little bit of slowdown. You look at the 1 year here, you can see, yeah, there was that peak, right? September, October, it's kind of come down a little bit here. You want to see more liquidity. You also want to see more building, and more building with use case. Hear me out, everyone, all right? I'm gonna, and for those of you out there that are new to this, you're just gonna have to deal with this, all right? I'm just gonna fire up something else real quick here. Okay, let's go to Twitter real quick, all right? So here's my thing. Pioneering the future of aid delivery. Where is aid delivery when it comes to what happened with the earthquake in Syria and Ukraine? That Crypto Soldier chimes in, says XRP and XLM will not move until they're used and liquidity moves through to the ecosystems. Yeah, XLM, XRP won't move also until their programs that they've built get used quick and used effectively, so that they're used more often, so that they're used time and time again because they're a winning solution. So and that's my point. So Stellar builds this aid delivery thing, right? What good is it if people don't use it? You want movement in the ecosystems? You want liquidity to increase? You want transactions to increase? Then these programs that are built, aid assist and so forth, they have to be utilized in the world quickly, often, successfully. It has to work. So right now, I mean, we're almost 2 weeks from the Syria-Turkey earthquake. Perfect opportunity for an aid assist program from Stellar. Perfect deployment opportunity. Do you see them there? No, you don't. So again, if we're building these products, we're building this stuff, they have to be used. Once they're used, for me, it's not about ISO messaging, nothing like that. For me, you're going to see these utility ones move more once you see more people frequently using them. The programs, the builders on these chains have to become bigger, more use case. Because again, seriously, like aid assist is legit. Like aid assist is seriously legit. MoneyGram, right? Cash to crypto, crypto to cash is legit. A lot of people just don't use it. There's not a lot of that. When you look at these transactions, it's not a lot of them in terms of payments. Payments, 1.4 billion right now. In the last 24 hours, payments, 1.6 million. You know, you need to see more average daily users. That's when you're going to see things move, when things actually start going. Twitch is on there, FEMA or other counterparts in other countries, and that's my point. Build all these programs you want. Build ODL with Ripple Labs. But if companies aren't using it like every day, just boom, 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 using it like big time hits, then what's the point? You're not going to have like an ecosystem that just blooms with no usage of these products. I mean, on the Stellar chain, right? You do have some very, very strong products, but people aren't using them that big. Aid assist, it's not like aid assist is like roaring transactions. It's not like MoneyGram roars transactions or anything like this. I did a thing earlier with Beans. For those of you, if you ever followed my Twitter channel, and my Twitter's linked in the description below if you want to follow it. But I did a thing with Beans, right? It's an amazing app, really easy to use, peer-to-peer system. All right, super easy to use. I got paid already from Europe, like for my promotion that I did. I've gotten paid from Canada, and I've sent money from the United States, like gone all around in that triangle. I've done it within seconds. So that's like a really legit product, but a lot of people don't know about it. A lot of people don't use it yet, right? I know it's just a brand new public beta, but what I'm saying is once you get into the thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of users on these apps, that's when you're going to see more movement on the chain. When more of these builders start building more of these apps. And not just being built, because again, aid assist has been built. But it's got to also be used. It's got to be deployed. Crypto Soldier hits us up. I heard of a deadline of 2025 for all banks to be on board with BIS qualifications. Interesting. And, you know, that's the other thing. BIS has done a whole bunch of stuff with blockchain. Blockchain, crypto banking, it's all there. It's going to happen. I don't think there's any doubt. It's just when it's going to happen and who's going to be allowed to control it. That's the issue. But you want to know why these chains, right? Why like Gala is like just destroying XRP price-wise, XLM price-wise? Because like Gala, as bad as it sounds, there's a game. There's people that use it, even if it's small. They at one time had so much just oomph, right? There is branding power to that. There is like platforms, a user base, a previous user base you can build off. These programs like Aid Assist, like Beans app, they're great things. You just need more people using them. And I think that's where we're at right now, problem-wise. We don't see enough people using these Web3 solutions for common world problems. It's Friday, everyone. We are hanging out. We are talking everything from crypto to dieting to OMAD to fasting to heat maps up on the screen. I'm going to have a little bit of water here and just chill out. All right, here we go. And Twitch chimes in, ISO 20022 is just a standard that we use to build the infrastructure. And the ISO also tells us which companies are going to be compliant about the extent of it. And that's exactly what it is. It's a standard of messaging. It's making sure that you're on that same page so that the same word means the same thing across the whole protocol system. That's all ISO is. I really don't see a pop in ISO. I really don't see that happening. Honestly, I think that's priced in already. SHIB's got big action. We've compared SHIB, Gala, all those out there to Ethereum, Bitcoin, XRP, and you can see SHIB and Bitcoin up 40% last 3 months. XRP 1.79, Gala up 74% last 3 months. So big moves from Gala and the likes. But we've also had some controversial topics here that we've discussed today. Aid assist, where is it? Where is it, right? I mean, if Stellar is the premier chain for issuing assets, well then where are the big players that are issuing assets on that chain? Right? Where's the larger use case of it? I think Stellar, the chain, is home to some really amazing projects, some really good use cases, some real world solving applications. I just don't think enough people use it. I really don't. I don't think that's the big issue. I don't think enough people actually use it. I think that's the big problem is you've got some amazing products out there with just a low user base. Let's look at liquidity. Liquidity right now, according to Stellar X, in the last 30 days, we are from 14 million. We are now up to 14.5. Volume is still pretty low in these liquidity pools. Some of these days, 200,000, 135, 86, 74, 190. So volume in these liquidity pools isn't that there. And some of these biggest projects out here, there's not much liquidity tied to it. Aqua's one of them. You don't really see that like jumping up anywhere, the liquidity there. You don't see Aqua program itself. And has that really increased liquidity on the Stellar chain? No. USDC has done a good job. And even that's underutilized. So I think we have to really start asking ourselves like, hey, these players that are on the chain, you need to start getting players too that are not only going to deliver good products, but they're going to find the people to put it in their hands to use those products. What the hell is the point of all this if you don't find users of your products? What's the point of having this badass product if you have no one to give it to? Twitch hits us up. ISO 20022 is like TCP protocol. Yeah, it's just a standard. It's a messaging. Just putting everything on the same plane. So what is going on with everyone right now? What would you like to discuss? This is your Friday crypto live stream. I've got a bunch of stuff out here. We've got Michael Saylor buying the dip, going even harder with the Bitcoin. Michael Saylor selling even more MicroStrategy shares, 218,000 a Class A common for 46 million. Crypto Soldier up on the chat says, FYI, I saw a comment on you that made a Goldman Sachs 3-letter agent. Got you back, laid the smackdown on him, eyebrow raised. Thank you very much. Oh, man. Yeah, I appreciate it, Crypto Soldier. I take the heat. It's cool. I know I'm going to get it. I bring the news, whether it's good or bad, and I bring it without any sort of fluff or anything like that. I just tell everyone how it is, what the market is doing. And so what we're talking about now is liquidity on these chains. You know, hey, what's going to make XLM, XRP move? More building on their respective chains. More building of things that actually solve real world problems. And not only do they solve the real world problems, can we get them out to people? Can we make it aware to people out there that we have something that can solve this stuff? Twitch hits us up one of these days. One of these chains will do something big that everybody wants to use, and it'll be the moment crypto really takes off. And that's, I'm telling you, I agree with that. I do. Somewhere out there, someone's got to build a Web3 protocol action that just really does something. And not just does something, but that's like streamlined, easy to use, that fits like the need for the public. I'm a big believer in that. I think we need to see something big come out of the space. Polygon time and time again, and this is not a rip on Polygon, but I have heard out of the Polygon camp time and time again, they've got something revolutionary, breaking, coming to the crypto and Web3 space. And you're like, no, it's been months and I haven't heard anything. Oh, a few more months, haven't heard anything. Nothing revolutionary has come out of there. That's where we're at right now in crypto and Web3. We need to see things like solve problems. We need to see things being used. Yeah, that one guy, says XRP just released their quarter for a report. Did you see ODL partner increase year over year? And yeah, ODL, the partner increase is good. But it's also volume of transactions, right? I mean, you gotta be making, some juice off of this. I mean, I know PayPal is been around for a while, but think of like how often people use PayPal, Cash App, those kind of things. You want some of these crypto Web3 players, right? These fintech players to come up with something like that that's blockchain based. Something big on that scale. A blockchain-based auction house, something like that, something big that could do it for crypto. Bring more, more, not sustainability, but bring more, like, notoriety. I mean, because, okay, so if you look at the assets on the ledger, right, and sorted by overall rating, are any of these up here going to be game changers that are going to fix what's on the chain? No. Not at all. You got Larbear says, just got windy, bro, 2 months now. You're good to go. Thanks for your knowledge. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for those positive comments. Make sure those you watching right now, check out my second channel. Help me out with the passion project. The second channel is important because it helps me like fulfill that need of like fun editing, sharing workout, dieting, training, like personal stuff. Like I kind of like that. So check out that second channel. It's pinned up at the top. Crypto Soldier hits me up with a question. If you got questions, hit me up in the chat. Some conspiracy. Do you think that the lawsuit is still a tactic to let these countries that are not as tech savvy as the USA, let them catch up to the start line since we always lead? No. I think it's a conspiracy, not a conspiracy. I think there's definitely some shenanigans going on. They definitely picked on XRP. Now, why they picked on XRP, I think maybe they either were going to expect more out of the Ethereum camp, because remember, a lot of the people in the Reg camp are big into Ethereum. Maybe they're pissed that XRP is moving money for businesses more so than Ethereum. I mean, that's kind of my thinking on it, that's why they did it, to give Ethereum a better chance. I think that's also why the Hinman stuff is so protected, because I think you'll see like through that an obvious leaning towards, hey, being pro-Ethereum within the government. And a lot of them, remember, they've gotten paid, right, being advisors for, Ethereum-backed companies. That guy, yeah, the volume is still low because most of the banks are still testing on testnet. I don't think we'll see the face-melting price action they get until ISO Live after March 18th, or regs in case over. Yeah, we need regs too. I mean, because right now, if you want big money, you want big building, you want venture capitalism to come into crypto, you know what you need? More financial protections, less scams. You need the junk flushed out. I mean, when we go to Stellar and we look at their assets, right? Their total assets. I mean, their total assets are freaking huge. Their number of assets. It's freaking insane. But there's only like 70 or 80 something that are legit. There's not that many. You know, and yeah, controversial. But tell me, what has Aqua done anything to like revolutionize like the Stellar chain? I mean, like their price sucks balls more than balls. They didn't bring liquidity to this. It's not like all of a sudden you could say, hey, before Aqua Stellar was this, after Aqua Stellar was this. No, you're not seeing that. You're not seeing any of that. Like you're not seeing a strong enough used item that's been built on the Stellar chain. Polygon's overhyped. Totally agree with you, Twitch. Totally agree with you. And I need to see more usage. I need to see more usage of these products. Aid Assist. All right? Aid Assist is pretty easy. As soon as there's a disaster, within 24, 36 hours, Aid Assist should be live. If there's MoneyGram locations in that country, then you can run Aid Assist. Do it. But if we have all these natural disasters and Aid Assist doesn't happen, then what the hell good use is it? Syria and Turkey definitely need the aid. Neither of those countries are financially that well off. So these products out there, they got to be used. They got to be used. Oh, man. I don't know. It's just frustrating because the volume's not there. Gala price up 25% this week. Gala has been up big. We've been talking about that. What is on your mind right now? Hit me up in the chat. What's the rainbow currency deal? I do not know what you're referring to at the current moment. Twitch says, I use PayPal, Cash App, and all those things all the damn time. Why? Because my family uses them. I don't like them personally, though. But that's still the idea, Twitch. Is like you use products that people are on, right? Like the networks that people are on, right? There was, remember back, guys, with cell phones, it was like free talk and text to anyone on the T-Mobile network, anyone on the AT&T network. If they were on your own network, there was benefits. And then that got more people onto T-Mobile because if your best friend was on there, your girlfriend was on there, you know, you wanted to use that platform. Same thing with crypto and Web3. Since so many people are using PayPal, yeah, more and more users use it. You got to see that same happen with these crypto Web3 products. Balloon Club in Illinois needs Aid Assist. Their $12 balloon was shot down by a $400,000 missile. I like that. Yeah, and that's the other thing, right? You know, you've got the U.S. government, you know, talking about shooting down balloons with rockets. We can't get a really good picture on the damn thing sent to people. I mean, come on, everyone. This is getting a little ridiculous out there. Heat map, let's swing it on over. Heat map, Bitcoin could not hold the high of 25,000, sitting at 24,163. ETH right now 1667, down 1%. XRP not holding on to that 40 cent mark, sitting at 38.7, down 2.7% last 24 hours. Consolidation in the crypto Web3 space is definitely going to have to be something that happens. You're going to have to see a lot of these businesses fold up, be bought out by people that are well capitalized so they can withstand this extended crypto winter. Because even though Gala looks good, when you zoom out, you're like, oh yeah, that doesn't really look that good now, does it? No. We're talking 1 year ago at 30 cents and now at 4 cents. So we always got to keep things into perspective. Yeah, it looks good. Looks hot and sexy these 3 months here, but boom, you zoom out to the year and it does not look pretty at all. What's up with the 60 plus of you now watching this live stream? Let me know in the chat if you got any questions or comments. D Live says, do tokens run on Stellar help with XLM price? No, I mean, not right now because there's not enough volume to do anything. It's not bringing enough awareness. If you had a huge project built on Stellar that was driving like several million transactions a day, just like one project that maybe had millions, like 10 million transactions a day, yeah, that would definitely prop up the price of XLM. People would see building use case ramps and all that usage. It comes down to this. The only way you're going to see money happen is when more building happens, more successful building. Building that reaches millions of transactions a day. I mean, like, that, and that's my thing. Like, is crypto and Web3 is cool, but if you only got, like, a few hundred transactions of product X, Y a day, that's not going to do anything. A few thousand's not going to do anything. I'm not talking about trading volume. I'm talking about usage on the chain, right? Whether you're participating in any of these projects on the Stellar chain. It's just the volume of usage is just not there. That one guy you know says, as I say every time I see the red heat map bring on the discounts, makes my DCA account bags happier. That's what you're seeing. You're definitely seeing a market pullback now from the highs. 69 of you watching. Very nice, everyone. 24,152 price of Bitcoin. Interestingly enough, Bitcoin climbed its way back 8 months high. 25,000. They hadn't seen that price action since June. Since June. Meanwhile, XRP, XLM are not even clawing their way back from FTX time in November. Crypto Soldier reminding all of you out there to hit the like button. Yes, please hit the like button and consider subbing to my second channel that I've got pinned up at the top of the chat, Passion Projects. Help me balance out the stress of constantly having to report on negative crypto action. You guys know as well as I do that you've been following the channel for a while. I love reporting crypto Web3 news. But boy, has the news been rough lately with a lot of negative action in the space. So for me to balance out that kind of mental aspect, that flow, that's why I've done the second channel and decided to start sharing that more with you so that I can kind of share you how I keep my head straight outside of crypto. Sailor buying the dip, everyone. Yep, that's what's happening right now. Sailor buys the dip, sells 218,000 shares of MicroStrategy stock for Bitcoin. So every time that stock price of his goes up, he is cashing it in to buy more Bitcoin. The proceeds of his 218,000 shares that he sold were $46.6 million. This dude is going balls deep buying the dip. Gala Big, we talked about that. Coinbase financial report, everyone, coming out on the 21st of February. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, because when Coinbase report comes out, we are going to be doing a deep dive on that. We're going to show you how much cash they have, how much cash they are burning through, and what we can expect from Coinbase in the future. Let's see, usually when you develop software, you make a boilerplate or a base to build it off of. Ethereum, on the other hand, did the boilerplate and then did some overextended the operability, which puts their security measures, will definitely be pushed to the limit once it's fully operational. Thank you, Twitch, for chiming in, letting us know. That one guy, you know, yes. That one guy, you know, asked, are we going to do another Coinbase deep dive? You bet your butt we are. Once those new filings come out, like I said, they come out February 21st. All right? February 21st, we're going to go real heavy in the weeds. We're going to go Coinbase. Let's go 10. Let's go here. Sorry, I'm just going to go to the Coinbase SEC filings. Hold on. SEC filings. You can do that. You could go on Edgar. You can search their different filings for Coinbase. Give me a second here. I just want to go to the right filing just so I could show everyone real quick. You've got 8K reports from them. You've got, let's see what else you've got. I'm just looking for their Ks and Qs. Let me see if I can find it. I want to find quarterly, here we go, quarterly filings in 2023. Boom, we're going to go to 2022. We're going to go to their 10Q. This is what we want to look at. We want to go deep dive into Coinbase filings. Go to the PDF on that. And basically what we're going to be able to do, everyone, and this is what I'm waiting for the most latest and greatest numbers, okay? Basically what we're going to do, we're going to get all of the operational data from Coinbase 2022. We're going to see what happened in the fourth quarter, compare it to 2021, right? So you can see a year over year. But we're going to break these numbers down, all right? to be able to show you how much cash they have, how much cash they're burning, and if their strategies are working, and if they're pulling money out from the right places. That one guy, says, your deep dive helped me convince a few family members to get their bags to cold storage. So it was very useful because God forbid they listen to me, got to hear the same info from someone else. No, it's true. And that's why we do the deep dives like this. That deep dive Coinbase video was a real good one. And I've been waiting for their Q4 reports. Okay, so for instance, let me just show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. This is why reporting with the SEC is not such a bad thing, okay? A lot of you out there, I know we rip on the SEC, but companies that file, right, that do their securities filings, these stock companies, have to file this kind of information, financial, deeper information. This is why we can't attest to what Binance has in their holdings, because Binance doesn't provide this information. So here's Coinbase, okay? This is what happened to Coinbase. Coinbase lost $544 million in the third quarter of 2022. The year before, third quarter 2021, they made $406 million. So in a 1 year time, you can see how dramatically Coinbase lost money versus made money. Very, very different. All right. You can also see revenue here. Check this out. The 3 months, same time period, year over year. Coinbase made $590 million in revenue, where that same time period a year earlier, $1.3 billion. So the revenue is cut almost to a third. And now look at their profitability. Their profitability went from $406 million to losing $544 million. So I think that's just something that the people out there, we need to look at this kind of data. We're going to be getting Coinbase's filings here coming out February 21st, and I'm going to be sharing that with you. The reason I want to share with you is I'm going to show you exactly how the crypto situation is in the United States and how low volume is. Because think, if the revenue is this low, all right, that's trading volume down, usage is down, people putting money into Coinbase is down. That's very indicative of the global crypto market. Got heat map action, everyone. That's what we got. What else do we got too? We got whatever you want to talk about right now. Hit me up in the chat. We're just covering crypto Web3 news for you. We've got Danelle Dixon coming out on Twitter firing, saying, hey, look, fiat-backed one-to-one stablecoins are not securities. Even though we've got Gary Gensler out there. We got Gary Gensler out there saying, hey, BUSD, a stablecoin, is a security. I don't know. You're going to see a huge stablecoin fight. The reason Danelle Dixon is speaking up is because, remember, Stellar is on the advisory committee with the CFTC in specific regards to stablecoin regulation and implication discussion. So Danelle's definitely going to speak up when it comes to stablecoins. They're doing whatever they can. And the reason why Danelle wants to speak up regarding stablecoins is because, remember, everything built big time on the Stellar chain is settlement about stablecoins, right? Using USDC. I think that's something that we have to keep in mind. So you're going to see more oomph from Danelle Dixon. She's going to keep backing up stablecoins. She's going to keep talking about proper regulation, and that stablecoins are one-to-one backed items, not algorithmic based ones. No Luna UST type action. Let me get a little bit of water. While I get a water, you guys hit me up in the chat. I'm not that big into Velo, guys. I'm not that big into it. And honestly, that's kind of something too. Maybe I should look deeper into it. I can definitely do that. Let me mark it down as a note. I'll look into some Velo and I'll get back to you guys about that. Give me a second. Let me make a note here real quickly. Hold on now. All right, so I'm just making a note. Yeah, if I don't know enough about something, I'm not going to sit here and lie to you guys and try to act like an expert on everything. I don't know enough about Vela to give you guys a public opinion of mine. I just don't want to misconstrue anything, say anything wrong. I'm aware of it. I know stuff about it, but not enough to give, honestly, a really good opinion, especially in a live stream. So I've got it in my notes to learn more about Velo. Gonna come after some self-custody, too. That's right, self-custody action. Roaring Wookie is in the house. What's up, Roaring Wookie? Roaring Wookie hits us up. It's been a while, my friend. You, too. By the way, Roaring Wookie, just thought you'd enjoy this. I've got my headliner done on the G-Ride. I went with red velvet, maroon velvet. No kidding. So I've got the A pillars off, I've got the B pillars off, and I've got the C pillars off, and I've got the back rear window housing off along with the roof liner. All going to be covered in red velvet fabric, like a nice padded red. When you move your hands this way, like it goes like that deep red. When you move it this way, it's a light red. You are going to freaking love it. So I got the headliner done. I've got that already sprayed. I just have to now cut it. So Roaring Wookie, keep your eyes open because I'm going to be doing some Fifth Avenue action for you here soon. And I got the parts for the bearing too. I finally got the bearing that I needed, or the bearing set that I needed. So, there we go. LEDs next. You know what, Roaring Wookie? Here we go. I got to be honest with you. All right, for those of you that don't know, I've got an 87 Chrysler. That's this thing up on the screen right here. I love that car. The 87 Chrysler, that is a legit ride. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do with that car. And the reason I want to figure it out is it's only got like 37,000 miles. All original. Like the car is super, super nice. This is what it looks like. It is really, really nice. And here's the problem. I want to put sounds in it, though. I want to put sounds in it, but maybe like keep the old stereo because it's still got the original stereo in it. Yeah, and that's the condition it was before. Ooh, what a sad car. But I want to put sounds in it. The problem is I'm worried about it being all original. You can kind of see the red velvet. My new hood liner and all that is going to replace all of that. No big motor. This is just a chill out. This is just a chill out vehicle. I got other cars for that. I don't want to build it out big like that. Let me show you guys also what this thing looks like. Give me a second here. Oh yeah, check it out. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So you can see the headliner was sagging. I got a whole new headliner put in. Look at the chrome shining on there. Yeah, I do. I want to put two 12s ideally on it, but have it to where I could remove it. So if I do sell the car, I could get rid of it. But yeah, I'm looking to do, well, no, Crypto Soldier. The reason I'm talking about receiver is everything is original in that car. Like it is like an original car, like inside and everything. So yeah, this is my G-Ride that I'm looking at. Yeah, the patina is nice, dude. I love it. I mean, it cleans up really, really good. The chrome's good. The wire wheel caps are all there. I have all the original ones. I mean, like, dude, it's a legit ride, everyone. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, sorry. Yeah, and that's the other thing, too. I was thinking changing out the speakers, putting a different head unit in there. Sorry, I got sidetracked, everyone. I saw Roaring Wookie chime in, and I was like, oh, Roaring Wookie is big time into the G-Ride, so I thought I'd share it with you. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. I finally got some more parts in. I got the headliner done. Red velvet. It's like this deep maroon color. It's so freaking nice. And it's soft, too. Like, soft to the touch. So, like, my A, B, and C pillars are all going to be super nice. And, like, with, like, a soft seat, oh, it's just nice. Oh, my God, so nice. No, you're not going to buy it. No. Although, I seriously, I got that car for such a steal. 37,000 original miles. I got it original title, too. The person that got it was the original owner. 37,000 original miles on that thing. It is so freaking cool. I love the car. I straight up love the car. You got Bitcoin right now at 23,911. ETH right now sitting at 1660. XRP 38.5. Yeah, some 6x9s, but some 212s in the back. You know, some 212s. Nothing big power-wise. But enough of a vamp. I don't want like my headlights to dim too crazy, but I don't drive that car at night. But just something to put some sounds in it. So when like I pick up my kid at school, my kid gets super embarrassed. Like that's the kind of dad action that I am. I could pick up my kid at school and have him embarrassed. We got Sailor buying more Bitcoin, selling MicroStrategy stock. Gala popping big here. Last 3 months, Gala's been the big winner. 73.61% up. Bitcoin, along with SHIB, up right around that 45% mark. XRP up 1.3%. Alaska White. It's a lovely car. Love this car. Like, this thing is, it's so pretty. So pretty. And so, like, the inside, like that nice red, like, velvet plush seats, that's what all the headliners going to be like. It's going to be legit. But yeah, look, chrome's all there. The grill's there. Looks pretty. Roaring Wookie, grandbaby XRP fun. Have to take the kids to school later. Roaring Wookie, I greatly appreciate that. You know it's going to go into the G-Ride for sure. Everyone give Roaring Wookie a big thank you for supporting the channel. Roaring Wookie helping me out here with my G-Ride I've got up on the screen. Love it. Love the car. Love the support from the channel viewers. I've also got my doggy here. I think I said it a little bit too loudly when I was saying thank you to Roaring Wookie for the support. That got her attention right here. But very interesting to see you got Gala making big moves. Now, that being said, though, okay, let's keep this into perspective. Gala, big moves, yes. But when you zoom out the 1 year in Gala, that's not big moves, though. They've had a big rebound since the beginning of the year. We can't deny that. But they've also gotten beaten to death. Beaten to death. You look at the highs here. 30 cents now, down to 4.7. And please, everyone out there, give Roaring Wookie a big thank you for supporting the channel. I like to do that because this is a channel for all of us to hang out. So because of the donations, super chats, members, and so forth, it's because of all of you that we're able to do this, hang out on this Friday morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're at in the world, because I know I've got a whole bunch of viewers there from around the world. You've got XRP hate going on, XRP and ADA. Lee Drogen says there's still 20 billion and 14 billion of completely, utterly useless market cap tied up in XRP ADA. I wouldn't say it's utterly useless. I would just say that what we need to see is we need to see more products built on these chains that have high use case. That's what I think we need to see. We need to see more products that have use case. And we need to see more products out there that solve real world problems, that have a lot of people that have that problem. Rodwell No Brega says, that is a heavy, smooth ride on the road. Oh, it is smooth, dude. You have no idea. Oh my gosh, dude, seriously, the G-Ride, I love this freaking thing. This thing is super smooth. Like soft. The only thing is, right, is like its turn, like you actually kind of feel it float a little bit. Like you feel it. It's just, it has that momentum. It's just meant for a plush, comfy ride, man. Bump the seats back, put some tunes on, pick up my kid at school, embarrass him. Oh, I love it. Totally love it. But this Friday's stream is for all of you. Thank you to Roaring Wookie for making the stream happen. Thank you to the channel members. Heat map. Bitcoin 24,045. ETH 1563. You got B&B there 307. XRP $38.684. Doge sitting at 8.6, down 3.5% last 24 hours. XLM not seeing the movement there. 8.7 cents, down 1.59%. Ooh, man, we need to see more action from XLM. We need to see more building on the Stellar chain. I'm very curious to see what's going to come out of Denell Dixon fighting for stablecoins. You just had the SEC out there go after stablecoins. The SEC was like, you know what? Stablecoins, security. They're talking about BUSD by Paxos. So now Denell Dixon goes out there. She's got to fight for stablecoins. Remember, you got someone from Stellar representing Stellar with the CFTC's advisory board regarding cryptocurrency assets, stablecoin specifically. So you got representation from Stellar. You got Denell firing away on Stellar. Let's do this. Where's her tweet? Let's give her the like. Let's do this, and let's quote the retweet. at Danelle, right? At Danelle, spitting truth about stable coins. There you go. All right. Shout out to Danelle. Got it tweeted. And if you want to follow me on Twitter, I have that linked in the description below of this chat. And for those of you that are big supporters of the channel, you can do something to support this channel that's free. I have my second channel pinned up at the top. Subscribe to that second channel. It's about my passion projects, the fun stuff that I do outside of crypto. All right, all that kind of fun stuff. All my adventures. Ooh, that's not what I wanted. I wanted the other channel. I want this one right here. So yeah, help me out with that channel, Adventures with Klaus. You get to see all my cool stuff. I got to sleep on my boat in a storm. Yeah, that's right, everyone. That's kind of some of the fun that I do. So yeah, that's what I do. Hit up that other channel. That way you can help me out with my passion projects. Keep things exciting. Busted Golf says, new to this game, how about Flare? I'll give you my honest opinion regarding Flare. Flare was an over-promise, under-deliver as of right now. As of right now. It took so long for them to do and develop what they wanted to. And it under-delivered in terms of the action from it. In fact, with Flare, one of the problems with Flare was people were selling their Flare IOUs. It was at a high of like $4, and they just kept dumping it. They were dumping Flare IOUs, and there was just no faith in Flare. So as of right now, not saying that that's how it's going to stay, but as of right now, Flare is over-promise and under-deliver. That's the action. I, by the way, have 206 subscribers on my second channel. Check it out, everyone. You got E4U now, says XRP to 35,000. Hey, to 35,000, that would be a great one. For those of you that want to know what I do outside of crypto to keep my head safe, we're talking about all the hiking stuff like that, all my training, all the cool places where I go fishing, car camping, river, boondocking, all that kind of stuff. I do it on that channel. Help me out, subscribe. It is free to do so. But my wife and I, we do go on a lot of adventures out here. And this adventure, I got to hang out on the river. We found this place because we got stuck with some bad weather. And it's just, I like to explore. I like to hike, and I like to be outside. So yeah, right now, crypto. Crypto's in a hard spot, man. Crypto is in a very hard spot right now. We need more updated regs. All right. And real quick, I'm going to pause this video because there's this thing right here. I'll pause it. Ooh, sorry about that. I wasn't supposed to do that. But regs, we need regs because we need venture capital money to feel comfortable coming in. We need to see that kind of action. We need to see it where these regs make more protections for investors out there. We need the government to step up their efforts on bad actors. All right, these are some of the things we need to see for crypto Web3 to pick back up. Busted Golf says, love listening. Thank you very much, Busted Golf, for the compliment. I appreciate it. Crypto Soldier, again, thank you for the support, for being a channel member out there. We're just hanging out this Friday. If I look out the window, oh, you can see kind of some of the rain. Yeah, it's raining with a little bit of sun a little further out on the side. Not looking good. Crypto Soldier says, 35,000 hits. I'm going to spin vinyl on the beach in the Caribbean with all my friends. All welcome. Yeah, the thing is, though, if you want money to flow into crypto, you're going to need to see regs get in. You're going to need to see governments out there become more pro-crypto. The United States, remember, is 24% of the global GDP. For crypto to get even bigger, even better, you want U.S. money involved. You want capital from the United States. Not that crypto can't survive without it. But why would you want to survive without it? Why wouldn't you want U.S.-based capital flowing into that market? I think that's extremely important. I think it's extremely important that we start seeing some positivity come out of the space of the United States. Better laws, better regulations. You know, regulators wanting to work with crypto. Gary Gensler, it's public knowledge out there that Gary Gensler does not meet with these companies. It is public knowledge out there that Gary Gensler does not work with these crypto companies. Nexo said it. Nexo said, hey, look, we've got trouble working with regulators. We've got big trouble because the state and feds aren't talking to each other. You've got Kraken Jesse Powell CEOs out there going, yo, we didn't even hear from the regulators. All of a sudden they come to us, knock on our door. Here's a $30 million fine. Crypto staking, done. So what you do, you don't want to just completely ignore U.S. money. But we need to see the regulatory attitude change. Brad Mills, OG listener in the house, says, what's up? What's up to you, Brad, OG viewer in the house? How's it going, kind sir? We're talking whatever you guys want to this Friday. This is your show, Crypto with Klaus, Friday edition. You've made it to the weekend. Now you just got to coast on through, be done with that day of work, crack open a drink, spark up the old bong or whatever you want to do, I guess. I mean, yeah. Sorry, I got to be sober, Susie. I'm drinking my water because I am still training quite hard. Oh, what a pain. What a pain. But yeah, crypto. Moving forward, getting better pricing. We're not seeing the price action from Bitcoin and Ethereum really carry over to the likes of XRP. In fact, when we look at Gala, Bitcoin, SHIB, XRP, you can see XRP's the laggard. Welshie 4948 chimes in with a great question. Klaus, do you follow any sports? Love me some baseball. Freaking absolutely love me baseball. Love baseball. Seriously, if I had, let's pretend I had an extra $100 right now. If I had an extra $100 that I was just like, don't really care, you know, like I don't need it for bills, you know, stuff like that. Someone just gives me $100. I would buy baseball tickets. I would buy Atlanta Braves opening weekend baseball tickets, and I would take my wife. So when you ask what sports do I follow? Baseball. So Welshie 4948 says, do you follow any sports? Baseball, baseball, baseball. I would. Seriously, if I had a spare $100 and I was just like, you know what, screw it. I'm taking my wife to opening weekend for the Atlanta Braves. I'm a massive Sox fan, so is my wife, but we live real close to Atlanta now. So for us, that's the closest stadium for us to go to is Atlanta. And Atlanta Braves baseball is really freaking cool, by the way. So I follow baseball. I like hockey too, big hockey fan. For the Crown says, I don't care if XRP hits 35K or not. I would be fine with it hitting 50. Yeah, seriously, I think a lot of us would be fine with it hitting 50. I think part of the problem of XRP or XLM hitting crazy numbers is think even at $10, there's going to be insane sell pressure. Even at $1 for XLM, you're going to see insane sell pressure. For XRP breaking all-time highs, right? $3, a lot of people would sell by then. So I think that's part of the problem. Part of the problem we have is if we're going to reach some crazy moon figures, you're going to have a lot of people selling along the way. Well, she says, spring training next week. So excited. I know, so am I. Seriously, if I had an extra $100, I would right now, seriously, I would StubHub it, and I would buy opening weekend tickets for my wife and I to go to a Braves game. Pitchers and catchers report. So excited. Bustic Golf says, hey, I need a stellar baseball cap. I got this at Meridian 2021. So just you hit Stellar out. Crypto Soldier says lots of sell, weed them out. Yeah, I do. I think, okay, Crypto Soldier, right now what you're seeing, the negativity on the market, right? When we zoom out, you know what I'm saying? When we're talking about zooming out prices over a year since the all-time highs, you know, the last bull run. You flushed a lot of people out with negative price action. You're going to flush a lot of people out when that price rebounds and people are able to break even. With people sitting here for a year plus holding on, right? Once they break even, if they've been holding on for a year, there's a lot of people that once they break even, they're going to sell. So you're right, Crypto Soldier. A lot of people are going to sell. When prices start recovering better, lots of people are going to sell. For the crown says, heck, not greedy. I would settle for 25 XRP. And I think that's true. I think a lot of us are looking at that going, hey, we've got big enough bags. We hold enough action. You know, 5-figure holders out there. It hits 25 bucks. You're good to go. D Live says, you always hit it out of the park with your videos. Another baseball reference. Oh my gosh. Love me some baseball. StubHub. Atlanta Braves. I've been looking, guys. I've been looking Atlanta Braves tickets. I've been looking. Take my wife to opening weekend. Been thinking about it on Sunday. I've been looking for tickets, man. I'm telling you right now, I'm so excited. Opening weekend for the Braves, by the way, just to let you guys know. Sunday, April 9th, they will be playing the San Diego Padres. Big baseball fan. So thank you, D Live, for helping me out there with the baseball reference. I appreciate it. That one guy, you know, says, yeah, but liquidity on the exchanges with XRP becomes a major concern when the case ends. I think there will be a run on it and disappears off exchanges in a heartbeat. The thing that one guy, you know, is you got to remember Ripple Labs still's got like almost half the circulating supply in queue ready to go out too. So if all of a sudden prices go crazy, remember, they can put more onto the market. They can keep dumping. Remember, they're dumping $1 billion every month. They can fix that problem. Same thing with Stellar. Stellar's in the same boat. About half that supply. Half that supply is still held by Stellar Development Foundation. Yeah, someone had asked me, for those of you that are wondering why I've got a baseball stadium up on the screen, but someone asked me what sports I was into. And I said baseball. And I was like, yeah, dude, if I had like an extra 100, not even extra 100, if I had an extra 50 bucks, I would go to opening weekend baseball, take my wife to Atlanta Braves. Because seriously, like, I'm a massive baseball fan. Now, my wife and I are both from Chicago. She's actually from Chicago, the city. I'm from the suburbs. We're big White Sox fans. White Sox through and through. Through and through. But we live real close to Atlanta, so like if we were to do something, the sport we pay attention to is baseball. We actually do the MLB season pass. So we do the MLB through T-Mobile, and we actually watch, I'd say my wife watches well over 150 baseball games a year. Like, she's a huge MLB season fan. Huge fan of that stuff. Well, she chimes in and says, I paid $19 a ticket. I paid 90 quid a ticket for the London series. Holy crap. That's quite a bit more. Yeah, the 19 here, this is for grandstand reserves. When you go to the Braves Stadium, you want to sit like somewhere around here and here. Behind home plate, anywhere kind of like mid-third baseline, mid-first baseline. For the crown says, for the real question, though, is how many of that XRP in reserves are being held for other institutions, not being revealed due to NDAs. And that's what I wonder, like these companies that have these crazy circulating supplies, right? Stellar Development Foundation's another one. Why do they have such crazy circulating supplies? Are those coins going to be going to someone? Are there buyout proposals there that are covered with NDA fans? Crypto Soldier says, I'm a Braves fan, closer to the Astros. I mean, Astros Part 2. Yeah, I cannot stand the Astros. Being that I'm a Sox fan, watching the Astros just beat the Sox in the playoffs. I went to that playoff series, by the way, with my wife. My wife, I think, for 3 years in a row has gone to the Sox Astros series up in Chicago when they play them. And she's seen like a losing game like every darn time, which has been rough. So, yeah, big fan. I grew up actually, so for those that don't know, in the United States, you had two big national teams growing up in the 80s and 90s. You had the Chicago Cubs, which played on WGN, and you had the Atlanta Braves that played on TBS, Turner Broadcasting. Anywhere you lived in the United States, you could watch Cubs games or Braves games. Well, I was a big Sox fan, all right? So I was not going to watch Cubs games. So, like, whenever I would travel, like, go to Canada fishing, I lived in Wisconsin for 3 years. I wasn't a Brewers fan, so I wasn't going to watch the Brewers games, but I would watch Braves games because it'd be on Turner. So there's a lot of people out there that are big Braves fans because they were actually able to broadcast their games nationally using TBS. Rodwell Nobrega says, I'm a New York Mets fan. Look at you. Hey, Rodwell, I got one for you. I actually met Mookie Wilson when I was a kid. Former Met Mookie Wilson. Yep. Met him when I was a kid. My uncle knew him. And I actually got to hang out at a pool party in his house. He had a pool in his backyard. And I actually got to hang out there. I was a real little kid, though. But I did. I got to hang out with Mookie Wilson. Crypto Soldier says, what about minor leagues? I was a Jacksonville Sun fan. All right. So, Crypto Soldier, I'll go a little personal here. I lived in South Dakota for a couple years. All right. And I lived in Sioux Falls. They've got this really, really small, janky team out there. The Sioux Falls Canaries. All right. And the Canaries was like total, like, I mean, like, it's like small town baseball. Like, it really is. But it was fun to do. So we did. We watched a lot of Canaries games. Wellesley chimes in Yankees all the way. Oh, yeah, a lot of Yankees fans in the house. But, yeah, someone had asked me earlier, though, hey, Klaus, what sports are you into? I'm into baseball, and I've been eyeing these tickets for Sunday, April 9th, opening weekend, because I cannot wait for baseball. I cannot wait. I have been waiting for the grass to grow. I have been waiting for the smell of caramelized onions on a massive hot dog. I have been waiting to get to the game early, watch some BP, and without there being a lot of fans in the stadium, without there being a bunch of kids talking, people yelling, but go to BP early and just hear just some solid hits on the ball, just that solid thwack. And then you just hear it echo throughout the stadium when someone really gets a hold of it. That's what I miss. That's what I'm looking forward to. So, yeah, I am. I'm a huge, huge baseball fan. I can't tell you. I used to be a Sox season ticket holder. My wife and I have gone to hundreds and hundreds of games. Hundreds and hundreds of games. Like, no overestimation. Hundreds of games. We are big, big baseball fans. But today's Friday crypto show is all about you, all about the fans. What's on your mind? We can do whatever you want. Ask me any question you want, whether it's about crypto, outside of crypto. Hey, what about Twitter stuff, everyone? If you want to follow my Twitter page, I have my Twitter information linked down below. Twitter stuff, I share a whole bunch of stuff. I do break stories sometimes earlier on Twitter. I share my workout stuff like that. I actually had a poll. I bet you guys didn't know this. I had a poll on Twitter that said, hey, to those in the Twitter hood, today you will decide my cardio session. I'll make a video of the session and share it with everyone. Cheers. And that's exactly what I did. So I let Twitter actually decide my workout. And Twitter decided that I should run with a 7-pound mace. So that's actually what I did. I did my full 30-minute running session carrying a 7-pound mace. Check that video out and more on my second channel, which is pinned at the top of the comments section. But we've got baseball season coming up here soon. We've got crypto season that is kind of starting to come out of the crypto winter. We're starting to thaw. We still got a ways to go. Let's just be real here. We still got a ways to go price action wise. You've got prices that aren't there yet. Are we past the bottom? It seems like it. It seems like we've definitely priced our way out of the bottom. It seems like we're recovering on the way up. CPI data, inflation, the worst seems to be behind us, right? I think we're all kind of getting through that. Retail sales are very strong. The job market is way stronger than it should be. So recession fears are diminished. So macros are starting to look good. Macros are definitely starting to look good. So that's some of the big things that we've been looking at with crypto. What else are we noticing? Well, besides the fact that I'm running there, subscribe to that second channel, help me out. But the other thing we're noticing is that Gala, SHIB, Bitcoin are heavily outperforming XRP and XLM. Utility right now is not. Leia. Weirdo. Sorry, I'm going to make this in yellow. Utility is not ruling the roost. There you go. XLM down 2.9% in the last 3 months. XRP up 1.5%. Yeah, Crypto Soldier says, looks like Bigfoot country. I live very, very rurally. I mean, like, I live in the country. But what's really crazy is even where I live in the country, I got to show you this picture. They're taking all these lots, clearing out the trees, and building whatever homes they can. They are building all over the place in the country by me. But I think it's worthwhile pointing out that you're seeing big time action from Gala, big time action from Bitcoin and SHIB, not so much the likes of XRP, XLM. Casper, I'm not the biggest fan of Casper in terms of like, it's not that I don't like it, but it's not one that I'm super into. Well, she chimes in for that. Rodwell Nobrega says, I love running. Yeah, I did that run because I asked Twitter. I asked everyone on Twitter saying, hey, I've got a workout. What should I do? 30 minutes of sprints, which that would have sucked. I'm glad you guys didn't pick that one. 60 minutes of elliptical, 30 minutes of run walk. So Twitter picked it. Twitter voted. I did it, did a video of it, and shared it with you. I love running as well, and I do. I live very rurally, but I also live in a very hilly area. See if I can share with you this one scene. So this is very indicative here of the areas by me, what it looks like. Very hilly like this. I often do, just like if I do like a run like this around my neighborhood, I'll often do 40 to 50 floors of elevation change just when I do my running, just in my neighborhood. But you've got XRP and ADA, you've got a bunch of liquidity out there. We want to see more builders. We want to see builders where these projects get used. Stellar 8 assist, where is it? Syria, Turkey, earthquake. Perfect opportunity to use Stellar 8, but I don't see it being used. Fairly frustrating. You would think that a project like that, 8 assist, that would get you some big notoriety. That when you had an issue like a massive earthquake, that would be one of the first projects you could get out there and roll with. But we're not seeing that. We are not seeing that at all. So happy Friday, everyone. What is on your mind right now? What do you want to talk about? This live stream this Friday is for you, the viewer. This is my way of saying thank you to you by sharing with you a stream live and being able to interact live. So if you've got questions, comments, anything like that, feel free to hit me up. I am going to take a quick swig here. Yeah. All right. That one guy, says, also, Klaus, out of curiosity, are you a former trader or finance industry career, self-taught? Because your deep dives are great and very informed, and so I've wondered. Okay, so my background is in operations, all right? Manufacturing operations, that is my background. Part of my background in manufacturing operations, I dealt with mergers and acquisitions, along with massive projects, large-scale projects, okay? Converting plants into customer service places, converting manufacturing facilities like a traditional manufacturing facility into just a storefront location. I have shut down facilities before. I have merged them. So on the operations side, I was the big guy for that. The thing that where I started getting into the finance was when I started doing these mergers and acquisitions. There were 3 places I did all at once. And I had to really kind of like get a dive on the financials. I had to see how did it work out. For instance, when I was shutting down places and merging them with other facilities, I had to start calculating what percentage of my customers are going to move over to the new manufacturing plant. What percentage of my profits am I going to be able to move over per product family, where I'm going to be able to say, hey, projection-wise over the next 3 months, I'll bring an extra 30 million to this manufacturing facility while only spending, say, 20. Now if I start losing customers, then obviously I'm going to have to start changing costs. Well, anyways, I got into the finance end of it because I started doing so many of these projects, so many of these big conversions, that in order for me to be as good as possible, I started taking classes and started working with these, the financial consultants and CPAs and all this kind of stuff for my company. And I actually asked them, I was like, hey, do you guys mind if I learn this stuff? I was like, it's going to help me out with my job on the operations side of it. So I did. I started working with financial consultants and all that, FC3s and all that kind of fun stuff. And that's how I got into the finance part of it. Is it started off with operations and me needing to understand the data better. So then I started taking it onto that, and then my projects just started getting bigger and bigger. One of the last projects I did, yearly sales were over 100 million. So, I mean, I've done quite a bit of these big, large-scale projects, so I'm very comfortable with finance on a large scale. The company that I worked for was the largest manufacturing company in the world for the industry that I was in. The company did over 50 billion in sales annually, and that's before they bought out like everyone else. So God knows what they're at right now. So yeah, that's my background, just to kind of give you an idea. I'm also big on the tech side of it too. I'm a Lean Six Sigma guy as well. I'm very big into lean manufacturing. That's where a lot of the finance stuff comes to. And I'm also Six Sigma Lean certified as well. So that's my background. That's why I get really deep into this kind of stuff, because I've done this where I've taken over plants and turned business projects and flipped them over. And I've walked into places that have been an absolute mess, turned them around in 6 months and made it good to go. I've taken businesses that have been failing and like tripled them in size in less than a couple years. So a lot of experience with that kind of stuff, and finance has been something that's been tied to my role. So yeah, that's what I do. That's what I did. I don't do it anymore. I do this stuff now. I get to hang out with you guys, which is so much fun. So that one guy, there you go. That gives you the deep dive on what my professional background is. Welshie says, Stellar wouldn't use it with the country that are allied to Russia. And I think that's the problem. I don't want to see these programs like Aid Assist be only a political tool or funneling to only political people. Rodwell Nobrega says, I work for the commuter railroad in New York. What about chemical spill in Ohio and people over there? I have not heard about that. I have not heard about that at all. That one guy, you are very welcome. Yeah, it's all just my manufacturing operational background. I've got a heavy sports background too. Yeah, I kind of put myself through abuse sports because I do. I have a very heavy sports background, a very accomplished sports background. Business-wise, like I said, I've been doing this stuff. I was in the same industry for like 20 years. So I worked my way up from the bottom to the top with that. Stuff, I really dig this stuff. I'm really big into Lean Six Sigma. Massive big into lean. I'm huge into lean. If you guys want to talk lean, lean's where it's at, man. I can help you guys out big with lean. Crypto Soldier hits us up. Klaus, which coins will be pegged to precious metals in your opinion? Ooh, good question. I don't see any right now. Okay? The coin, okay, if you wanted something pegged to a precious metal, you would want it pegged most likely for a settlement basis, okay? So that if you were to operate in a funds pool, that fund pool is completely backed with a hard asset in something stronger than just backed with fiat, because you have stable coins right now that operate that way, right? That are backed by fiat. I'm talking about taking it a step further, getting rid of the volatility of the fiat and going with the precious metal. I don't really foresee anyone doing that right now, legitimately doing that. I just don't. I could definitely see it though in a peer-to-peer B2B or P2B business system, payment system, to fortify your pool, especially a liquidity pool system. I could easily see that. So hopefully that helps you out there, Crypto Soldier. But no, I don't see any reputable action right now where it would make me believe that anyone out there is into that. Is going to be using a precious metal to back it up. That's reputable. That's reputable. Well, she chimes in 4948. What's your sports background? How many of you out there are curious on my sports background? How many of you know about my sports background? I just shared with you my professional and business background. Lean Six Sigma action, heavy on the operations side. I can talk finance with the best of them. I can dive through P&Ls, no worries. I've done mergers, acquisitions. I've converted traditional offices into customer service-based models. I've installed remote customer service-based models. I've done robotics, automation. I've done shift conversions. I've gone 365/7s. That's rough, man. 365/724s. Converted into 5s. Yeah, that was a shit one. But yeah, for those of you that are curious what my sports background is, I don't know. Let me know. Let me know how many of you are curious. And if I get enough curiosity, I will share with you guys my sports background. But we got the heat map right now sitting at 24,240 for Bitcoin. ETH 1678. By the way, channel members out there, That one guy, you know, Crypto Soldier, thank you so much for being active in the chat. It helps so much with the live stream, having good viewers like yourselves making the chat active, because like it kind of keeps me going too with different questions and stuff. So that one guy, you know, Crypto Soldier, thank you so much for being active in the chat as well as being channel members. Yeah, if you're curious on my sports background, yeah, let's see what kind of curiosity I got from you guys out there watching on my sports background. XRP though sitting at 38.8 right now. XLM sitting at 8.8. What are we talking about? We're talking about Gala. We're talking about SHIB. Big moves in the last 3 months. Gala and SHIB coming back a lot stronger than XRP and XLM. Meme is ruling. Bitcoin ecosystem is ruling the roost as well right now. When Bitcoin goes up, by the way, everyone, in price-wise, miners make more money. Miners make way more money. Welshie jumping on in says, hey, Welshie chimes in and saying, hey, I'm an entry-level supporter. Thank you very much, Welshie, for your support of the channel. Yeah, entry-level support, everyone. It starts super low for this channel. I don't go out there to try to get money from people, but man, for all the channel members out there, Welshie joining us. Everyone's give a big shout out to Welshie for joining the channel as well. For those of you wondering, hey, what did I do? What was my sports background? I had a huge sports background. There's a reason I'm able to do a lot of this dumb stuff right here. There's a reason I'm definitely able to do a lot of this dumb stuff, and it has to do with my sports background. I do a lot of fun stuff, a lot of shooting, a lot of hiking, stuff like that, lots of camping, junk like that. I like this kind of stuff a lot. Crypto Soldier says professional MMA fighter. No, not a professional MMA fighter. Good guess, though. Well, she says, I have to admit, I made a nice profit in Gala a few weeks ago, not massively, but I'm into gaming coins. Good job. Good move on that, Welshie. All right, so for those of you out there, yeah, if you're curious on my background, let me know in the chat how curious you are. And again, thank you, Welshie, for joining the team, joining the channel members. Channel members have been lighting it up in this chat, and it has been very welcomed on my end. Gala, good you made some money on some Gala. I know some people that sold some Gala. They got in, made some money, took some profits. There was some healthy profit taken in Gala recently. A lot on SHIB, too. Definitely a lot of action on SHIB. A lot of profit taken. You're seeing SHIB do that quite often. Pop and move, pop and move, pop and move. A lot of that. None of these rallies seem to be lasting, but they're definitely kind of nice to see. Definitely nice to see. All right, so let's do this. I will show you guys something. Give me a second here. Give me a second. USA muscle. All right, so let's see if I can find. I gotta find gallery arcs. So my sports background. That is my sports background right there. That is from 2009's NPC Mr. USA. So for those of you that are curious on my sports background, yes, that is the sports background. That is me in 2009 competing at Mr. USA NPC action. Crypto Soldier chimes in and says, love the White Shepherd. Well, thank you for sharing the love on that one. Yeah, my White Shepherd is Leia. She joins me on all my mountain hiking expeditions. But yeah, so for those of you that don't know, now you know my sports background as well as my business background. Yeah, I was pretty jacked back in the day, huh? Pretty cool stuff, man. But yeah, so basically what we're talking about now is anything that you want to talk about, whether it's personal questions, stuff that's on your mind. Yeah, hey, share it with me and I will be glad to share it with you. Today's video is definitely ruled by the channel members. Channel members was just really rocking it out of the park. That one guy you know says, Jesus, I was not expecting that. Good symmetry. See, that's though, right, why I've got the second channel, because I show you the kind of training stuff that I do now that I'm a little older. Okay, let's just be real here. Now that I'm a little bit older, you guys actually get to see the kind of stuff that I did sports-wise back in the day. And I share my training stuff on the second channel. shooting stuff, reviews, a place that I go, different adventures. I did the Georgia Guidestones too, which was really creepy. This was a total creepy when I did the Georgia Guidestones. That one guy, you know, has been hiding behind the baggy sweater. So busted. That is seriously, legitimately true. I hide behind the sweater. I swear to God I do. I dress super baggy in my clothes. Super baggy in my clothes. But yeah, so that's my background. Thank you on the props for the symmetry action. But yeah, let's do this. We're going to end the stream today at 12:25. So if you've got questions, comments, now is the time to hit us up. And let's see, we're going to go 12:25. Ooh, boy, I can't type today. 12:25 stream ends today. Good full muscular. Yeah, this was actually me at Mr. USA in 2009. See? There you go. 2009 NPC USA. There you go. You like that kind of action? So yeah, a lot of stuff. I've shared a lot of things. People have asked, hey, what sports am I into? I obviously love me some bodybuilding. Love me some baseball. Been itching to pull the trigger to buy a couple tickets for opening weekend for my wife and I to go escape away. Sunday night baseball, by the way, is Atlanta playing the Braves. 7:08 p.m. start time. I have been itching to purchase some tickets for that opening weekend for some baseball. I am stoked. I am stoked, man. Stoked for some baseball. Crypto Soldier chimes in. Damn it, now I gotta hit the gym. Thanks for the motivation. Anytime, man. Anytime. And that's also why I wanted to do the second channel, was to show everyone out there like what, you know, like what's possible, like what goes in the background of these adventures, like what goes into being able to do this kind of stuff. Slam ball stuff like that. For me, it's not just, how do I put this? It's not just show, but like for me, it's also the ability to move my body functionally. So like right now you can see on the screen, I'm actually able to jump from one mechanism to the next while doing push-ups in a row and still be able to keep my body stable on not so stable surfaces. So for me, it's not just a thing of show, it's actually a thing of being able to be functional as well. So I thought you guys would kind of dig that kind of stuff. That's why I'm sharing it. But yeah, and Crypto Soldier says, great show today. Thank you very much. I greatly appreciate it. And how about this? While we get near the end of the stream, how about this? How about you guys let me know in the comments, what are your favorite sports? Right? Is everyone, do I got a bunch of people out there excited about baseball around the bend? I'm telling you, I have been itching to buy tickets. Now, here's the thing with Braves tickets. They go on like hardcore sale in the summer because it's so hot in Atlanta that you can get a great deal. So usually I don't try to go too crazy with tickets at the beginning of the year, but man, have I been itching. I'm pulling the trigger on some action with some Brave tickets. Rodwell says, Klaus, you have some six-pack under that sweater. My body fat is pretty low right now. It's going, my body fat is honestly, I'm working on it coming down because I'm trying to get my weight down. And the reason I'm trying to get my weight down is when I do my hiking and adventures, I have to be very, very careful that I'm not carrying too much weight so I can go further distances. So right now I'm actually in a cutting phase where I'm going to try to bring my body fat down, my weight down without sacrificing muscle. And then I'm going to start pushing my endurance a little bit further out. So yeah, definitely getting into good shape. But definitely let me know, guys, what sport are you into right now? I'm looking at Braves tickets. I'm looking at some tickets here, you know, upper deck behind home plate action. Getting the itchy trigger finger. Oh my gosh, Braves tickets. Huge Sox fan, by the way, everyone. But I live super close to Atlanta. Well, not super close. I live 2 hours away from Atlanta. And that's the closest thing that we have for professional baseball. So, yeah, that's what I've got going on. That one guy, you know, says baseball. Honestly, Astros fan here in H-Town. Been a fun few years. Finally an Astros fan. It was a painful fan relationship since the 90s. Yeah, you know, the thing that one guy, you know, with baseball, the problem is if your team sucks, it's still fun, right? It's still fun to watch, still fun to be into. But the problem is like the buzz around it, the energy goes away. When the energy goes away, the funding goes away. All right. And that's where the big issue comes into play. When the funding starts going away, right, then the promotions are kind of blah. The stands aren't as packed. The energy's not there. And again, the game itself is just as fun, but it's the emotion, the energy around it that goes away. So no, I totally get you. I had that too. The White Sox for years were brutal. Oh my God, the White Sox for years were brutal, dude. Oh my God, they were brutal. You used to be able to get $2 tickets for Sox games. Like that, easy. $2 tickets all day long. Crypto Soldier, dieting for a show is a killer. Except for Dexter, he was shredded all the time and played football with him. Yeah, show dieting is rough. I did Mr. Wisconsin. That's how I qualified for Mr. USA, was Mr. Wisconsin. I did that a few years. And then I did Mr. USA, and I actually got hurt training for Mr. USA. I actually got hurt Valentine's Day. I actually got hurt in Valentine's Day 2009. I completely destroyed my shoulder. I remember it like yesterday. So, yeah, dieting for the shows, though, are rough. I am baseball, though, man. Baseball is one I'm excited. Oh, that one guy, you know, close to Galveston, fellow Texan. Okay, all right, Texan. Hold up. You said Texan. Who is the first quarterback for the Houston Texans? Come on, name it. Who is the first quarterback for the Houston Texans? Come on. I'll give you guys a few more seconds, and then I'm going to say it. David Carr. David Carr. In fact, David Carr, when he was quarterback for the Houston Texans, broke the single season record for how many times he got sacked his rookie year. There you go. There's some fan trivia for you. So we got some definite Texas fans in the house. But all right, we're going to be shutting down the stream here in a couple of minutes. Any last questions, comments, anything like that, hit us up in the chats. I know Dallas Texans. I'm talking about when they were changed to the Houston Texans. I'm going back with the Houston Texans nomenclature. David Carr, number 8, David Carr. Come on, man. Help me out there. I know. I probably shouldn't have said Houston Texans first. I know. But just remember, it was the Minnesota North Stars first. Just remember that, all right? Just remember that. I got that over you, Texas guys. But yeah, we're going to be ending the stream in just a couple minutes here. We talked a lot today. We had heat map action. Bitcoin making a run back up, 24,326. ETH getting close to 1681. XRP 38.9. XLM 88. We're clawing back a little bit here. But we're still seeing some other ones out there rallying even harder. Gala popping a lot bigger. Bitcoin SHIB popping a lot bigger than the ISO utility action out there. We've had a great stream today. We got support from channel members as well as non-members. Thank you, Roaring Rookie, for the support. We hit up everything today from my professional background to my G-Ride that I like to pick my son up in school with and embarrass him, to what I used to do sports-wise background. Yep, there you go. Back in the day action. We've been hitting up a lot of stuff on the crypto and Web3 space. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to play a little bit of music in the background. Make sure you guys say goodbye to each other. Say thank you to those that have supported the channel with memberships and donations. Please say thank you because that helps out everyone. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to play some music, have the heat map. I'm going to swing on over into the chat. I'll chat with you guys as we finish out this live stream. And everyone out there, be sure to have a happy Friday. Thank you for such a fun live stream. All right, everyone, thank you very much for watching. Today's stream was a blast. So until we meet again, you cool cats, have a great rest of your day.
My appetite, don't leave me here high and dry. Oh.